First, I want to give a special thanks to Assistant Special Agent in Charge Andrew Parker of the U.S. Department of State's Diplomatic Security Service, Special Agent in Charge Diane Upchurch of the FBI, Arkansas Attorney General Leslie Rutledge, the Benton County Prosecuting Attorney's Office, and of course to Chief Mike Peters for his help today with this press conference. Everybody standing behind me was instrumental in this case today. Last night, U.S. Marshals arrested Paul Petersen for 19 felony counts that detail how, for the last several years, Mr. Petersen not only created a scheme to engage in illegal adoptions, but to profit from them as well. This indictment coincides with similar charges being brought against Mr. Petersen in both the state of Arizona and Utah. Though Mr. Petersen resides in Arizona, he routinely practices law in Arkansas. Our investigation has revealed that since 2014, Mr. Petersen used his law license and his legal expertise to prey not only upon the women of the Marshall Islands, but on many innocent families here in Arkansas that wanted nothing more but to add to their family. In order to effectuate this scheme, Mr. Petersen enticed and misled several women from the Marshall Islands to illegally travel to the United States in order to give birth and then immediately give their babies up for adoption before returning home. As part of the scheme, Mr. Petersen lied to these mothers, instructed the mothers to lie not only to custom officials, but to the Arkansas courts. On multiple occasions, Mr. Petersen knowingly submitted fraudulent documents to the Arkansas courts in order to disguise the illegality of these adoptions and to inflate the cost of the adoptions. Mr. Petersen used multiple bank accounts, both in Arizona and Arkansas, to try to conceal this scheme. Our investigation uncovered that while Mr. Petersen was engaging in over $1 million of wire transactions during the course of this scheme, it was not uncommon for a dozen Marshallese mothers on the verge of giving birth to be confined to a single family dwelling here in Northwest Arkansas. It's not uncommon for up to 4 of those expecting mothers to be confined in a single room. Some expecting mothers were forced to sleep on the floors. Immediately after giving birth and completing the adoption process, those same mothers were immediately returned to the Marshall Islands. Many of these mothers described their ordeal as being treated like property. Make no mistake, this case is the purest form of human trafficking. The United States Attorney's Office for the Western District of Arkansas has a long and detailed mission statement. We have many priorities and objectives, but I cannot think of any more important mission or priority than protecting the less fortunate. And we should be so thankful, and I thank God every day for the people behind me and the organizations that put a stop to this.